Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. My name is Mushan Jin from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. This is the presentation for an extended abstract with the submission number 8454. For this presentation, I'll discuss some of our exploration of the emerging trends in data governance using an AI-assisted approach to bibliometric and text analysis. So before I start, I'd just like to mention a bit about the motivation of the study. We know that the society now is viewed with a wide variety of data types and sources involving various stakeholders. There are voices that data will continue to play an increasingly important role in decision-making and innovation. It's crucial to ensure that efforts are made to guarantee the security, integrity, liability, and value of data. How to effectively and properly govern data from heterogeneous sources has thus become a high priority for diverse stakeholders engaged in the process. There have been increasing discussion on data governance, along with a proliferation of definitions, models, conceptual frameworks that are designed to define and characterize data governance. There is a need, or I can say there is always a need to recognize and understand the emerging concerns, challenges, topics, considering the rapid changes in social, technological, and environmental landscape. Therefore, in this study, we try to systematically capture and visualize the existing knowledge in the field of data governance. Just a brief history on the data governance topics. Early data governance predominantly focused on data quality management and form part of a broader enterprise information management approach. And then there are data governance topics pertaining to organization research, and there are organization-wide topics on data access, data availability. Recent studies have focused not only on corporate practices ensuring data ownership and control, but also on governance mechanisms for aligning the interests of both governmental and non-governmental entities. There are several studies that review the research on data governance, and here is a table listing some of them. Scholars have attempted to examine and expand knowledge foundations of governance through different techniques. For example, open coding, several text analysis techniques, and also the use of bibliometric analysis in a study of 16 years of data governance research that's conducted in 2021. Would examine the topics as well as the evolution of the data governance keywords. And similar to what they have done, in this study, we tried to identify the emerging topics of data governance research, but different from the techniques that they have used. We consider the use of several machine learning techniques to automate our search and screening of the academic publication pertaining to data governance. There are two main data sources that we used. One is Web of Science core database, and another is Scopus. We divided the steps into three. The first is searching. Second key step is screening. Third step, also the final step, is analysis and visualization. For the first key step, which is searching. In the previous studies, the search strings are usually designed and decided on several rounds of consensus meetings among experts who are professionals related to certain fields. And at the same time, scholars would use the backward search or snowballing techniques to identify potential search streams. And in these studies, we consider more. We first conducted a pilot or initial search using just one broad string, data governance. We use this data governance in the two databases, which can yield a list of publications that are relevant to the data governance research. We then use the keyword extraction algorithm to identify potential keywords based on the titles, keywords, and abstracts of the initial list of publications that we've retrieved. We repeated such process several times, and during each time, there will be a list of publications with titles, abstracts. Then we applied the algorithm to derive the keywords that are frequently co-occurred with our seed keyword, which is the data governance in our research, which we consider that they are likely to be relevant to the research topic. And then we combine such generated keywords during each process together with our very first initial search strings to create a comprehensive pool of possible keywords that are relevant to the field of the study. This helps in capturing a wide range of terms that might be used in the literature. This can also might minimize the errors in creating database-specific searches, ensuring that our searches could be accurate and comprehensive, and to avoid certain, perhaps, bias using human knowledge. And based on such technique, we are able to generate a final list of keywords, which we decide to apply such keyword as our search queries to conduct the database search. And then a list of publications were generated using such search queries, then goes to our second stage, screening. Purpose of the screening is to identify the relevant paper to the data governance so that could be analyzed in the third stage to identify the emerging patterns and trends within such field. And normally for conducting the screening, there are several heuristic strategies. For example, time-based strategy, which means that we can decide to stop after a certain amount of time. There is also a data-driven strategy, which means we can decide to stop after a certain amount of consecutive irrelevant papers that have been identified. So for this study, we used a mixed strategy, considering both time-based strategy and also the data-driven strategy. And we also consider the use of the ranking algorithm to rank the publications from the most relevant to the least relevant to help us design the final list, the relevant paper for the data governance research. And specifically for the stopping criteria used in this study, we consider three types. And the first is we decide to stop when at least 25% of the records have been screened. And the second one is we decide to stop when all key papers have been marked as relevant. So for the key papers mentioned here, we already have a list of key papers, or say gold papers, that we consider as landmark papers in the data governance. And the third type here is we decide to stop when finding a moving average of more than 95% irrelevant records in batches of 50 papers. And after the screening stage, we are able to identify a list of the publications that could be used for further analysis. And here we chose bibliometric analysis, which help us to identify the most frequently occurred keywords, as well as the most influential work in this field. We also consider topic modeling that can help us unravel the patterns and also the emerging trends of the data governance topics. So here is a table of the top 10 keywords that we identify based on the keyword plus and author keywords that have been used by the data governance paper. And the left column here is the keyword plus. It's the keyword, top keywords, including human information management, big data, data governance, and decision making. The right column here are author keywords, with the three most common keywords: data governance, big data, and data sharing. The overlap between the two listed keyword plus and author keywords includes keywords such as metadata, artificial intelligence, standards. Additionally, some ethic-related terms also appeared within the keyword plus. And here is another table listing the dominant topics that have been derived from the abstracts. The largest topic that have been identified focus on data standards, with frequent terms such as standards, of course, interoperability, and records. Terms related to health information management appeared frequently in this topic, possibly reflecting a growing interest in EHR standards. The second most frequent topic here contained terms on technology deployment for organizing and processing data, including words such as storage, architectures, nodes. And the third main topic here centered on general corporate governance terms such as data management, data quality management, and organizational assets, which kind of corresponds to the interconnectedness of data governance aspects with data management and quality principles that have been described in the prior literature. And the fourth topic focuses on the intersection of open data and governance affairs, including terms such as data policies, big data, data portals, and the fifth topic pertains to some centralized technologies such as blockchain technology and smart contracts, as well as some emerging artificial intelligence technologies. Apart from this, it also generates a certain trend of this dominant topics. And it shows that topics on data standards and data organization, which are more like technical subjects, since they include terms such as data storage, databases, schemas, and semantics, they were prominent in the early years of data governance research in the 2000s, early 2000s. And topic related to open data, and especially the topic on decentralization that are connected to data ownership, regulations, privacies, and protections have rapidly expanded since 2018, outpacing earlier technical subjects in recent years. And based on the findings and also the methods used in this study, we felt like there are several improvements that could be made. The first one is related to the taxonomy development. And regarding this, for the search streams, can develop certain groups of concepts that are related to different fields, different dimensions of data governance, so as to develop a more specialized or a more comprehensive framework of the potential elements, characteristics, or issues surrounding data governance or AI governance, perhaps. And then for the automation techniques used in the studies, which include the keyword suggestion techniques and also the ranking algorithm and also some similarity matching algorithms, more evaluation and comparison of the algorithms, as well as the data sets and performance used should be evaluated. And the third one is the intersection of the data governance topics with other topics, for example, sustainability or energy or climate change. And it may be interesting to identify how different topics overlap and how these trends differ in different time periods, or the trajectory of different topics in relation to different fields. And this could be also done in the future research. So this is the references used in this study. And thank you very much for listening.